Welcome, welcome. What's your pleasure? What are you looking for?
We visit you surprisingly often, don't we? For almost every quest around here.
I'm looking to buy some ASC uniforms.
Not an easy thing to come by, but if you're willing to pay high enough.
I'll take them all.
That's what I'm talking about. Making business.
There we go. I feel like I've had ASC uniforms before, too. I think I might have made the mistake of just selling them. It's fine. The important thing is I've got what I need. Again, knowing this game, they may have just changed what kind of uniforms required again. Because they keep requiring really specific things, like this time it has to be Abundance Officer, not Abundance Soldier, and like really specific things, so you have to visit the store again. Although I was able to get those disruptor guns just from by fighting people last time.
You're a robber, right?
Don't like that word. Don't consider myself that. I recover things people leave behind in the desert. I take nothing from nobody. Got cool things, though. Collect it, repair it, trade it.
When you say people who left stuff in the desert, you talking about settlers?
Sure. Yeah, in part. Found some settler items in the ruins, but my stock is interesting things from all over. Shadow paths, and even places pretty much in the middle of nowhere. I even found an old rover. Out of commission and in bad shape, yeah? But there was some cool parts I salvaged. The driver was dead, so I figured I could make better use of it than him.
I see. Do you have any relics?
Things from the old settlers? Yeah, a few. 3 in very good condition. If you want them, I'd happily trade for some serum. Lately, I've been running low.
Not stingy at all about money lately. They keep sending me back into Ophir over and over again, which means I have to fight those 8 guards over and over again, and they all drop like heavy armor and maces and stuff like that, and I don't really have use for it. Everyone's already got their copy of it equipped if it's an upgrade for them, and otherwise it's just a bunch of debris to sell over and over again because it keeps making me too heavy. So I've got thousands of serum now. So basically, if somebody asks me for money and there's no charisma check, I'm just gonna give them the money and move on. And then we're clear. That's nice. So to try to double check on Nisha, I don't think there was any follow-up there, right? Wow, we have no side quests. It's just the mutant corral or bust. Otherwise, it's either this massive the harder they fall quest, or the thing about finding patience. Let's see here. Is that every character? We're done with Scott, we're done with Amelia. We're done, yeah. We're done with both the Scott characters. The mutant guy is gone from my party now. So that only leaves, yeah, oh. You might have a quest, Andrew.
If you have a minute, can we talk?
What's this about?
Thanks to you and Scott, I got my abilities back. Doesn't make me a Technomancer though, does it? Doesn't make me one of you. And I know you all go through a lot of training together, which I never had. Everything I know was picked up from an old renegade Technomancer who showed me some of the basics. Had to trade it for a little serum. But I'm tired of being on the outside. I just want to belong. If you, I guess, think I'm worthy or whatever.
You're right, Andrew. Maybe it is time to initiate you.
How painful is it?
Guess you'll see. We obviously can't use the old site anymore, so you'll need some imagination. We can give it a go. Come on.
We can't... Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what do you mean we can't do the old site? Isn't the old site the old dome, which is where we're going anywhere? Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll just go to the old dome where we're going anyway for the rescue operation. I guess we could do that next then, huh? Either that or go for the corral. Oh, Old Dome and Lost Dome. You know, I could double check with the map to see if they're counting those as 2 different places. Technically, we have visited two different domes. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do the one from the prologue since we're going there anyway for the other mission, but maybe they mean that I have to use the other dome? Old dome. No, I think it's the same for both of them, isn't it? This is all of Ophir. Yeah, the mutant corral and everything else. There's a lot of things to do around town there. Wow. Probably do everything else first, right? Find allies to prepare the deception. What allies could I meet up with? Let's see. We could try Dandolo. I'll double check to see if there's one leftover piece of dialogue now that I've grabbed the uniforms.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
There we go. Now we got some follow-up.
I need your help. I'm trying to compel some assembly members to withdraw their support for Victor.
I thought I made it clear last time. I am not your ally, so try contacting someone who is.
What last time? When were we ever clear about that? I think he's talking about the fact that I didn't recruit him originally when I tried to recruit allies for this quest. But we never talked, so there was no last time. So it's another case of there not being proper contextual dialogue to refer to our actual situation. Because so much like with Eliza Major, the game just kind of gives up and just goes like, we hate each other, fuck you. Because it doesn't know how to, it doesn't have a middle ground of like, oh, we're not currently part of this operation, but so I can't help you. It just immediately talks as if we're massive enemies of each other, but no other part of the game reflects that. Because just like I was saying before, this part of the game's just going to be super rushed, unfortunately.
Damn, that's weird. But I thought the dome was in ruins. So then, where'd they put that old geezer?
There should be a few standing structures next to the ones that collapsed, unless they've already started clearing the rubble.
That sounds like bad news.
It would be. There were secrets in those ruins. I would rather have stayed buried, especially from the ASC.
That's the problem with secrets. All that time spent worrying about someone finding out. It's a burden that turns into a habit, that turns into obsession. I know you're just as scared about what's in the dome as what patience might reveal. I just hope the old man's still holding on. He's as stubborn as an unfed ostrich. But I don't know if it'll be enough in the hands of the ASC.
Poor Patience. He thought he was finally safe in Noctis. Instead, we threw him straight back into Victor's arms.
What do you mean? We saved him from that camp.
It's just, we must have attracted the attention of Victor's spies when we asked Dandolo to keep an eye on him. He was supposed to be just another nobody in Noctis, but our request ended up selling him out.
These thugs, more like cavemen with bigger sticks, don't understand respect, science, age, or knowledge. Any problem they can't solve, they'll use torture. What's 2 plus 2? I don't know. Let's torture the mathematician and find out. Ugly brutes. If they take power in abundance, they'll turn it into a Darwinistic jungle. A whole group of psychopaths, wanting to take control of everything through mindless violence.
Sounds like this story hits close to home.
It's true. I understand what that poor Technomancer must be going through. The pain. So, I hope we find him soon.
This is where you were initiated.
Yeah, but the dome was in better condition, and the ASC weren't here. There was a giant mantis, though.
A giant mantis? Don't tell me that was part of the initiation.
No, the area had decoys dressed as thieves. The monsters were unplanned. Though I learned a lot from the experience. If it weren't for my master, I would have died down there.
Must be strange coming back. All the memories.
Memories might even be a strong word for it. We were there. We were here pretty recently. Oh, bad guys. Trying to head right back on down there. Did I take this huge path on my way in last? Oh yeah, I remember this huge area. This is where I had to fight all the bandits along the way. Oh, so did they say we had decoys dressed as thieves? Are they implying that all the people I fought on the way here during the tutorial were all people that were along for the ride and not real thieves? Decoys dressed as thieves. Didn't I have the option to kill them all? Didn't I have the option to kill them or not kill them? Am I crazy? Did I mishear them or what? Or are they seriously saying that everyone in the tutorial was a thief? In which case, did I miss the dialogue about that? Admittedly, at this point, that would have been like almost a month or two ago, so maybe I'm just fuzzy on how the first story mission played out, but I don't remember that detail at all. Whoa. Decoys dressed as thieves. So the whole quest was fake? It is weird coming back here. Oh. So much loot, which I will then sell for even more serum, making all of these quests where I have to spend serum all the more easy to deal with. Hey everyone. Just gonna blow you away real quick. Yay. Nope. Get off my friends. Get off my friends. Lightning punch. Yeah. Trying to get attacks off. I've got my lightning punch. Alright, they're crowding up a little bit. Is Nisha down? Oh no, she was just kind of hanging out in the corner over there. Ow, crap, the gunshot. Whoa, what the hell? That was weird. I was holding the right trigger to block, and I was holding it for like 3 seconds, but waiting for my animation to recover. And then my character just started attacking instead. That's a pretty good example of those weird moments I'm talking about, where he just does things that are not what I'm telling him to do. I was pressing no buttons on my controller and just holding the right trigger for 3 seconds straight, waiting for the recovery of getting shot in the face to recover. The animation to recover. And the character then starts swinging at the enemies. I'm like, no, that's the opposite of what I'm trying to tell you to do. The idea is to block the bullets, not, like, dive face first into them. You silly character. Silly suicidal ass protagonist. Alright. Pressing forward. We've been here before, so I'm not super keen on exploring it again. So I'm probably just gonna take the path towards the goal. It'd be weird if new stuff was around, because we've already explored the whole place. Hey there. Come and get it. Nope. Yeah. Thanks for the free energy, though. Gave me a chance to recover while I waited. Whoa, ow, crap, that's brutal. That's a brutal little move that they got there. So it's not enough that the enemy has an invincibility dodge where they can just perfectly dodge your attack every time. But on top of that, they can apparently dodge shoot. That's rough. The whole benefit of fighting melee characters is that when you attack them, if they dodge, then they have to at least dedicate themselves to dodging. But apparently the gunners can dodge while shooting, so they can be impossible to hurt while simultaneously damaging you, potentially killing you. So we gotta worry about that now. I think I'm noticing the health bar is actually getting longer. I want to say health and experience used to be the same length, and then it's now 20% longer from the 2 points into Constitution, which actually leads to a noticeable increase in length. That part's a bit of a surprise. A lot of games don't increase your health bar anymore. So one of the kind of enjoyable things about Dark Souls is the way that the health bar continually grows as you level up, and oftentimes a long health bar is key to just making it in that game. Interestingly, this is going to play out like another linear level that you have to play in the context of a mission, so they had to lock it off until now, but then give me the ability to explore it specifically during a story mission again later on, because of the fact that it's a one-way map. That's why it's kind of inorganic to try to reuse it for side quests, is because of the fact that it's a one-way map where you just have to funnel your way down the map to an endpoint, and then the story ends. And the game has to teleport you out because there's no way out. Like so I can do it for another side quest only because it's also being used for a main quest along the way. Hey buddy, there's a horrifying amount of enemies right now, isn't there? Holy crap. Just try to clear them out a little bit. Jeez. Oh crap. Locked onto the wrong guy. Oh. Crap. There are a lot of enemies in this level. Watch out! Just trying to get him around the corner real quick. Ah, shit. There we go. Easy peasy. Gotcha. Oh, there's another gun user here. Ah, crap. Watch out. Oh-ho! Nope. Bad grenade. Thanks for... Oh, crap. That hurt me. Oh, he's got a grenade. He's got... Oh, shit. Shit! He popped out with a gun midway through that. Oh, man. I thought I was outside the grenade's range, but it seemed to hit me anyway. Unless I got hurt by something else. I'm actually not sure. It's a big fucking group of enemies, that's what it is, though. Jeez. Calm down for a second, game. Oh, crap. I didn't hit attack, I hit block! They're completely different buttons, what's your problem, game? It's seriously, like, attack is X, and block is right trigger. And when I hit right trigger, my character attacks. I'm like, what are you doing? In the chaos of this situation, the last thing I want is to deal with my character doing the wrong action at any given moment. Gee, that's just a life ender. Well, reload and start the whole thing again now, because the game did the wrong action at the wrong moment and you died. There we go. Oh, block, there we go. It worked that time. Got him. Oh, he switched to his melee weapon apparently. Nope, block. There we go. Get him. There we go, we're clear. Just one guy left, so that we should be pretty much good to go at this point. He's getting completely pummeled by a flurry of staff lightning attacks. And the staff and lightning combined is not interrupting his attacks. That's interesting. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, at times it's hard to articulate what's going on with the controls, but I guess imagine playing a platformer where everything feels tight and responsive and you're playing your game, and then you hit the part where your character has to dive underwater, and suddenly your character that seems to control well suddenly seems to be kind of not quite going the right way and kind of fiddling around and kind of like, well, you know, it feels swimmy. Like you're like, ah, he's not quite responding in time, or sometimes he does the wrong thing, and sometimes not. The actions don't seem to quite match up, like moments like that. And that's kind of what it feels like to play this game. when I'm used to playing games that are more responsive, like playing a game like Deus Ex or Dark Souls, where I feel like everything I'm doing is one-to-one with... Whoa. How did... Oh, I'm not in combat, right. I was ready to pull the trigger. I'm sitting here all ready to activate my shield, and I'm like, what's going on? Apparently the shield button creates an overlay of the map like Diablo 2. That caught me off guard. I don't think I've activated that before. Or at least long enough ago that I forgot. Oh, whoa. You weren't disrupted at all. Even by the full breadth of my strongest attack. Ooh! Yep. I saw the guy charging me. I'm like, I can take him out, no problem. And then I saw the other guy jump behind him like, well, there's no going back now. Ooh! There we go. All clear and we're almost there. Oh, this is where things got bad before. I should just make a save real quick. I remember this from the tutorial. It's just as bad as the fight I did earlier, where like it could just be so many guys if I'm not careful. Hey guys, if it's just you two, that'd be great. If you could just like come up here. Can I not go back up, or... Okay. I thought there was an invisible wall, but it was just my party members were blocking me in so thoroughly I couldn't move. I briefly thought that I actually lost my ability to walk at all. There we go. Yeah, if we can divide and conquer, that'd be fantastic, because the full breadth of the upcoming area was a lot of enemies at once. There's a little workbench. I remember that. Oh, yeah. That's not like... Oh, they're all coming. They're all coming. Okay. Just gonna have to accept that for now. Launch the attacks we can. Fight defensively. Trying to get obliterated. Woohoo! There are crowds. This big guy's a good target to take out faster if I can. Oh! Yes! Just a little disruption, please. Whoa, where am I going? No, take out this guy. There we go. Ooh! Oh, you're not on my team either. I briefly mixed up this staff user with the one that's on my team. Ow. Quick heal. 'Cause ow. Oh, you're not on my team either. I thought you were Nisha. You're not Nisha either? I thought you were Nisha for sure. You look black and you're wearing the same helmet. Crap. Oh, my teammates. So both my teammates are down is the problem. Part of the issue here is that the game has a tiny, tiny pool of equipment. Basically, everyone ends up dressing like they're from Aurora or like they're from. Did the fight just end? Both of my teammates just got back up as if the fight ended. That's a funny glitch. So what happens is everyone ends up dressing like they're from Noctis or from Aurora or from Abundance or the ASC, because the game only has like 4 armor sets in the entire game and a few variations upon that. Just because there's not much to it really. Even though you progress throughout the game, you only get a few different armor sets total. So if you're putting your guys in there with good equipment, they're gonna actually end up just looking like the people that normally wear that equipment, which is kind of a problem if you want to be able to pick them out in a crowd easily. So during the chaos of battle, everyone just looks like a big old mob of identical enemies. It's one of those things that's rectified in games like Dragon Age by having... In Dragon Age, everybody, for example, has circles around their feet that helps you tell what team everyone's on. And they have really iconic, unique-looking characters that stand out from a crowd. In this game, though, in their armor, everyone looks exactly the same, unfortunately.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Patience! Wake up! Patience, come on! Damn it, they almost killed him.
Stop! Let me go. I won't tell you it. Zach, holy shit, is it really you?
What the hell happened to you?
I was on the way back to my place. There was someone behind me, and before I could turn, he was on me. Next thing I knew, I woke up in a cell. They tortured me for days. Wanted me to talk, wanted me to tell them everything I knew about you. Where you were, what you were doing, what we found.
You figure out what the tablet said?
Unfortunately. If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have been able to tell them anything, but I just finished when they found me.
What did it say?
It talked about a giant research base that was able to keep in contact with Earth. They had a beacon and gave the base's coordinates. I mean, the coordinates weren't up to date anymore, so I had to recalculate them, but it's in the South Pole, Zach. It's protected by a huge layer of ice.
What did you tell him?
At the beginning, I fought, Zach. I did. I fought. Didn't say a damn thing. Then Victor came, and the shit he did to me, Zach. You have no idea. I didn't tell him everything. I didn't, but I had to tell him something, or I told him what I found in the tablet. Everything. I'm so sorry.
Stop. It's fine. You did what you could. Everyone's got a breaking point. If you can walk, we need to get out of here.
I can. Let me try. Just let me rest a minute. Just a minute.
All right, let's untie you and get you out of here.
Must find the City of Ice before they do, Zachariah. If Victor finds the beacon, he could use it to gain the people's trust. Furthermore, if he finds the secrets buried there...
He's got a head start, but we'll catch him.
Aye, aye, Zach. But if it's really the City of Ice...
what?
I'll have to make some mods. It'll be tougher than you think. Also, wear an extra layer or two if you don't want to freeze your nuts off.
Big Ice City. Huh. That reminds me of...
A tangent that'll lead to another tangent?
No, Yes, that was it.
What do you think we'll find in that lost city? You know, besides the beacon. I suspect the settlers brought back plants and animals from Earth, and probably left some in that base. And if just a few survived, we could find an ecosystem unlike any on Mars, completely sheltered by the ice.
Why should we go to this city instead of just overthrowing Victor? What are you planning?
I'm looking for a beacon. I want to get in touch with Earth, but not so I can run from the ASC, and so I can reunite with our ancestors, gain back everything we've lost. With the people of Earth, we can stop the wars over water. We can utilize the technology we lost. We can understand the choices they made.
That sounds perfect. Too perfect. I hope what we find doesn't disappoint you.
Meet Patience. We just broke him out of one of the ASC's jails. He could use a place to recover.
Then he is welcome to recover here. Our healers, patients, will be honored to tend to your wounds.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you. All this reminds me of an old hiding spot I had in the desert. Thank you again, both of you.
This is real nice and all, but I don't know about all this.
About what?
I'm guessing you're gonna want to go to that city, right? Right. Problem is, that city's coordinates, according to what Patience said, is the South Pole. Rover's good, but it ain't that good.
Any way to make it that good?
I don't know. Gotta think about it. I mean, it'd need some sort of ice-breaking blade in the front and insulation around the whole thing.
If I know you, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I like your faith in me, but... Problem is, I don't have a damn clue how to add all that heavy shit to the rover's frame without slowing it down like fucking crazy. My dad would have known what to do. Not my dad, though. I knew he'd made improvements to his machines, but I don't remember seeing any diagrams. Though they could be somewhere in the shed. I don't know. Maybe Scott could help us?
We can ask, I guess, then head to the shed with him. See what we find.
Gonna be damn fucking cold out there, Zach.
Maybe we should go borrow some gear from Victor. He's known the site's coordinates a lot longer than we have. Sure, he's built some cold weather equipment already.
I like the way you think, Zach.
That last conversation was actually oddly reminiscent of whoa, level up again. It was oddly reminiscent of The Martian, actually. A book that takes place on Mars, and at one point the guy has to modify a rover to make it across the world, practically. And yeah, if we have to go to the South Pole, that's kind of a big journey. That's no minor thing. This isn't the moon. Like, this is a pretty large planet. We have to go across a huge chunk of its surface in a rover. Everyone inside that vehicle is going to go insane dealing with each other all day. Amelia and Scott were on speaking terms again, apparently. Not getting along, but on speaking terms. I don't know. It's probably just a gap in the writing, because I bet that dialogue probably has zero reflection of whether or not you've done the side quest or not, but it's slightly hopeful, I suppose. Anyway, in The Martian, he had to deal with much harder problems because he had to deal with oxygen, for example. We're lucky enough that on this version of Mars, you can just breathe on the surface, so at least you don't have to worry about dying the moment you get out of the rover, at the very least. But you still have to deal with waste disposal and carrying so much water and food that you can feed 5 people, because he's not around in our party anymore. So we have a 5-person party, and you have to feed and water all 5 of those people and keep them warm enough to not die every single day for a huge trip. It actually is probably impossible to keep that kind of supplies in a rover. We probably just won't acknowledge that, though. Shell. Combat transit greatly increases your resistance to disruption and your physical resistance. That would be nice. Would be nice to be able to go into crazy armor mode. It might even be more effective than my current bubble mode that I have otherwise. That may be good to go into other passives along the way, so... This thing says electric weapons also electrify the shield, so it gains the same bonuses. That's kind of cool. Shield attacks can hit several enemies. Reduced resistance to disruption from enemies with reduced armor. Powerful attack gains 100% chance of breaking shields. Is this the powerful attack? Yes, it is. Lets you perform another action more quickly after parrying. Makes it harder to disrupt your makes you harder to disrupt by parrying powerful attacks. Oh, so it means your shield could actually stop powerful attacks from hitting you. That's a pretty good one to go after then. I should probably head down this path then. Lets you run while parrying. That's interesting. Increases resistance to all damage during this type of combat by 5%. What type? Instinctive parry? What's this type of combat? It must just mean while I'm in this stance, I get a 5% resist all. So let's grab counterattack to start heading towards that other stuff. In the event, oh, it's passive too. That's cool. Oh, so is that one. There's a surprising number of passives in this tree. In the event of a last-second parry, knocks the enemy back and strikes them with a quick melee attack. All right, grab that. We can also upgrade you. No, we've already upgraded you. That's 20% bonus damage from mace attacks, and then a 10% bonus there too. So that's a good string of bonuses there. I'm a little worried though. What's the... Yeah, go to the Lost Dome, Brothers in Arms. Do I need to go back to the same dome again? Because I thought I just went there, but we got kicked out after a little bit of progress happened with the story, which is a little concerning. Is there a quest over here? That's just the quartermaster. I'm just looking for exclamation points. I suppose I'll see if I can go back to the dome. I thought that was the dome I was supposed to go to for Andrew, but we kind of got kicked out early.